Hi Aries, welcome to your why reading for June. Everything you need to know about this reading, as per usual, is in the description box below. Two things, as always, right? The recommend a reader shout out goes to Chandler the Light, and her link is in the description box below. So much love and support to her, and hopefully you click on that link and get a chance to check her out, show her some love and support. Second thing is, I don't know what's going on with my voice. It feels like I'm 2 yelps away from laryngitis, the way my throat feels. I feel fine, but I think I think the allergies are kicking in or something, because my throat feels like my voice is going to go any minute, and then sometimes I'm nasally and my eyes are watering. And I was sneezing the other day. So anyway, point being, I feel fine. I didn't just wake up. My voice is just weird. So there we go. All right, Aries. What is your why? Hopefully this answers it. Okay, Aries, why? Why for Aries? Aries. 9 of coins. This is very solitary, but this is also somebody that knows their worth. This is somebody that is firmly, that has good self-esteem, good self-perception, works for what they have, doesn't mind hard work because they enjoy the benefits of that, and they see it as symbiotic, like they are fine with living the good life or providing for those they care about because they also work very hard for it, and things are as they should be. This is somebody who's very solid. It could be a period of solitude also. Anyway, that's representative of your frame of mind. So we got the Hermit. Okay, I'm going to do this right here. With that, the King of Wands. So that could be Sagittarius, and the 3 of Cups. And the Hermit. Interesting. So we've got taking the initiative. Somebody who's very big on the wow. Maybe not on the how. Big on the wow. So this is someone that's definitely kind of out doing their thing, socializing, having a good time. Always where the party's at. This could be male or female. And we got the Hermit. And then, so we've got, are they withdrawing from that? Or are they doing this to keep themselves busy, to keep their mind off of an issue? We got 2 9s here, which is receipt. So is sort of the aftermath of a decision washing over both of you? Because both of you are in your separate corners. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're both, okay, it's kind of like the dust is starting to settle, and you're both sort of going over the receipts, as it were. You're both kind of looking at what is the new normal now because of a situation that's happened. All right. 9 of Wands. Let's do this. The Devil. Wheel of Fortune. 10 of Wands. Knight of Swords. The Chariot. Okay, so we got Virgo. This could be Sagittarius, Capricorn, Cancerian. This could be Gemini. All right. So what's this Hermit about? Because this is all about someone defensive towards you, or they feel like you're defensive. Huh. You know, this is, it feels like this is someone that's still very much connected to you. Like it's almost, in a weird way, Aries, it feels like they're with you until the next best thing comes along. That's odd. Or they're still considering getting back together, or still considering you until something else comes along. It feels like they're wanting a win, they're wanting a good luck, they're wanting something that will get them out of the slump, but they're not making the decision themselves to do it. They might be, okay, so that would make sense then, because remember when I said they're big on the wow but not the how? This is somebody that has no problems maybe doing certain things, but when the rubber meets the road, when it comes to this, they don't. It doesn't have to be male, it could be female. But when it's about taking care of things that matter, or their own needs, you know, security, they're not so good at that. They're more better. They do well with, or do better with things that are immediate, like situationally specific. But as far as over the long haul, they might not have the stamina to kind of see something through. And it probably makes them uncomfortable to be really sedentary or stationary after a while anyway. What's this Hermit about? What's this Hermit about? What's this Hermit? So we've got, is this someone that has receded for self-care? This is someone that is really thinking about two things. I don't want to say what's in their best interest, but this is someone that's probably taking self-care in a different direction. If we've got a lot of indulging going on here and a lot of always being where the party's at and always wanting to be out and about and doing and going, and then it could be, okay, you know, it's my time now, I'm getting back to myself. Okay, but remember, slow down and, you know, take care of a few day-to-day things, you know what I mean? Like hygiene and a job and, you know. But this could also be, so this could be a focus on self-care, but it could also be somebody that is really thinking about what they want in a partner, in an ideal partner, or they're thinking that maybe they had that with you, because this is similar energy here, the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles. And maybe that's why they're doing so much externally, is because they're trying to forget. They might be wanting to kind of escape having to think about it too much because it might be painful. What's this Nine of Wands about for Aries? Nine of Wands. Aries. Again, with the, maybe that's why they're out and about and doing and going and hunting and this and that, whatever, is because they don't want to let the dust settle, because they've got a lot of unanswered questions about what happened. And I don't think they want to delve too deep. There's a sense of feeling deceived or delusion, maybe self-delusion. There's a lot of unanswered stuff, and they don't like getting into it because it makes them feel and it makes them think, and they'd much rather be out doing this. And this is also a 9, just saying. So we got 3 9s here, which is that the pause for reflection? No, 3 9s is success, just saying. 3 9 success, okay. And we got 2 10s, that's change. 2 10s. All right, what's this Devil about? Ace of Wands. Is this staying because of the sex? Let's be honest. This is very phallic. Is this not being able to quite quit somebody because of that sexual connection? And I'm not being coarse. I'm honestly saying, look, is that because this is somebody that might, you two might be apart, but then there's that something that keeps holding you, that keeps you stuck with each other, and this is all about, is it that somebody is still staying with you until they find the next best thing? Someone that might be afraid to leave and is staying stuck because they don't want to leave until they have something else that catches their interest. So effectively, if you two are still together, it's like 2 ships passing in the night. Someone's just really defensive and withdrawn and trying to figure out what their next move is going to be, whether it's to repair this relationship or be on the hunt for a new one. What's this Wheel of Fortune for Aries? What's this Wheel of Fortune for Aries? There's Aries again. There you are again, Aries. This could be Pisces or Cancer. This could be Taurus. I said Capricorn. Okay, so here's Aries again. We got Wheel of Fortune and Aries. So this is somebody that is also looking for stability, looking for trustworthiness, also looking for the next best thing. This is a change in circumstance that leads to an unknown but fortunate outcome. So this could be somebody that's like, you know what, I think I'm going to take a break for all this and hope for the best and really work on reestablishing some control here. Because that's what I'm leaving for, is I just want to feel like my life is my own again. I want to feel back in control, and I want to feel like I have people around me and myself that I can trust. Because I don't feel like I can trust myself here when I'm not removing myself from a situation that is holding me back, that is toxic, that is unhealthy. I feel like I can't solve my own problems, like, you know, that sort of thing. And this is also like, it's easy to trust yourself when things are going good, because there's no hardship, or, you know, the odds are in your favor, so to speak. But when things are bad, the chips are down and you're all you've got, you have to know that you can count on yourself, that you can take yourself out of a situation that is unfavorable or harmful. And a lot of people stay, and then that erodes at self-respect, self-trust, this and that. For whatever reason, they stay. This is one of those situations. Like this is all about reestablishing control and self-trust and self-respect, because whatever this is, this connection here, it's almost like they're still sticking around to keep certain avenues of the relationship open because it benefits them, but as soon as they find something better, as soon as they find that new interest, they're out of there. That's hard, because that you lose self-respect, you know what I mean? Not to mention the other person realizing that and going, oh, come on, be better than that, you know? Gosh, if you don't want to be here, get gone. I know it's not that easy in some situations, but if all things being equal, and if it is just a matter of coming or going, it's like, if you don't want to be here, what are you doing? What's this Knight of Swords about? What's this Knight of Swords? This could be Pisces or Cancer also. This could be, what was that, Aquarius. So if we're talking about doing something unexpected, is this unexpectedly withdrawing? Is this about things being secretive in the relationship? Again, we've got, so both of these cards could be to some degree about being defensive and being kind of going rogue, so to speak, and standing your ground and doing the unexpected in this case, or in this one, just saying, I'm not budging, and everything that I'm guarding and have experience with is standing behind me, and none shall pass. What do you need to tell me? So this kind of could be being defensive and getting into sort of an explosive argument, or just kind of having, you know, not so nice communication. And this is secrecy. This is someone withdrawing. There's mystery there. This could also be withdrawing to figure out what you want to do, which we see here with the Hermit. So is this about someone just leaving emotionally? Is this someone just unexpectedly cutting things off? Is it about back and forth with that someone is just largely independent regardless of whether you two are in connection or not? Someone just kind of did what they always wanted and were kind of secretive about it. Is this affairs? Is this someone always having their own agenda and being secretive about it? What else for this Knight of Swords and the High Priestess? What else? We got the Nine of Pentacles here. So this, is it that they didn't let you in, that you never really knew how they felt about you? Huh. Is this somebody that doesn't regard other, or somebody that cut things off to really think about, like, because of their self-esteem issues? Because this, I tell you, this situation right here, sticking around just hoping something better shows up, hoping a nice turn of events changes your outcome and it gives you back a sense of control. It doesn't work that way. You have to take it. You have to get out there and I'm not going to go all, you know, motivational speaker here, but honestly, waiting around, keeping yourself in an icky situation and hoping that something will come along to change things, that eats away at your self-respect and integrity, because it's like, gosh, I think so little of myself that I can't get out there and take care of myself or make things better for myself. You know, like I'm such a victim. I'm waiting around for someone to take care of me or things to be better, for life to take care of me. It didn't work. It'd be nice. I mean, you know, but no. So this right here could be like making decisive cuts because they have to go. This is about them rebuilding their self-esteem, going inward, reconnecting, gaining some balance here, wanting some control back in their lives because they feel out of control with this situation. They could be feeling really defensive about being lied to or deceived, or there's delusion. This could be about them feeling like they're lying to themselves, like they've been just an idiot the whole time. And they know it because they're still in a situation that they're not happy about, and they're waiting around until the next best thing comes about. Like, I'm only staying because the sex is so good. Well, all right, but you gotta realize what that's doing to your self-esteem, just saying. Provided that everything else is crappy. I mean, if both of you agree on it, that's fine. But if somebody treats you like, you know, if they treat their dog better than they're treating you, but the sex is so good, it's like, is it really? Is it really worth that? Is that your thing? All right. What's this 10 of Wands? So yeah, this person has pulled back, shut down because it's a matter of self-respect at this point and really wanting to get some control over their life where they feel like they have none because they're kind of not taking the initiative to make their own life better. What's this 10 of Wands right here? You know, I feel like this is somebody, Aries, that expects other people to take care of them. I know that, you know, you cross-watchers are, I'm probably going to get flamed for this, but I feel like maybe they don't see it, Aries, but this is somebody that kind of expects, like, I don't know. On the one hand, it's almost like, look how hard I work. Look what I put into this relationship. I expect certain things because of that. But at the same time, this could also be somebody that just wants to get the hell out of Dodge, get some balance and semblance and self-trust back, and hope for the best and work like a dog and try to build back up their security and future for money for the future. It could be as simple as that. But part of me feels like somebody feels like they're kind of owed certain things because of how hard they try, or they've worked at this, or that, you know what I mean? But this could be like, look, I just want to cut bait and have my own time to think about things, get some self-respect and control back in my life, get some balance, figure out what I'm going to do next, work like a dog and make that money so that I can support myself, and I'll figure out the rest later. All right. This is someone who life's hard. If we're looking at the King of Wands and 3 of Cups and the 10 of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles, that's someone that works hard and plays hard. Simple as that. In the context of the whole reading, though, this could also be somebody that just wants to use this, much like this over here. They use the work and making money and just going like they are over here as a distraction while they're either thinking about this or in lieu of having to think about this. Oh, I got the wrong deck. Let's see. What's this Chariot about? What's this Chariot about? What's this Chariot about? All right. So for you, Aries, water. Sorry, getting water. Okay, so for you, Aries, this is about you keep on doing what you're doing, and you are this forward movement. This is about forward movement, right? But this is also about the will and the force of will to get things moving and to harness things that are in disarray and sort of all over the place to get and you move because just out of sheer force of will. So this right here, we got the Chariot, the Queen of Wands, and the 9 of Pentacles. That is all about self-confidence, self-esteem, and self-worth. And this is someone that is firmly in the seat of power in their own life. And you're going out there and getting after it, and you're making life happen. And you are not stuck in a toxic situation waiting for the next best thing so you can grab onto that. You are fine with what is going on in your life. If you aren't, that's where you need to be. That's the next step for you, because it's all there waiting for you, but you've got to enact on it. You've got to take that will and get going. It could be that you're both stuck in the same place and you're both kind of waiting for something to happen, or you're both thinking about the other one make a move, this and that. This could be both of you really enjoying each other physically, but there's not much else there, and you know it's not the best. You know it's holding you back. You know it's not going to go anywhere, and there's been too much happening otherwise that's all you kind of have left. It could be that. But if you aren't already there, this is what's waiting for you, and this is the next step for you, is to make the changes that you want in your life to make things happen for you that you want. Because you can do it. This is you, Aries. This is saying that you haven't yet. If you're not already there, this is the next step if you haven't yet. This is also Aries. And I feel like you're much more assertive about changes that you want to make and what you want in your life overall in general with this person and otherwise than this person. I think this person likes to be in control of certain other things, but I feel like by and large they're comfortable with other people making certain decisions about their life, so that way if they fail or if they don't want to do it, it's not like they chose poorly for their own life and it doesn't reflect on on them. It's kind of like an image thing. Like they just want to do what they have no problem going, let's go here, let's do this, let's do that. But as far as any other kind of decisions in their life, it's almost like they'd rather be told what to do. That way, if it doesn't work out, it's not their fault. Or if they don't feel like doing it, they don't have to. It's not like they made the decision and have to stick to it. You know what I mean? It's kind of passive aggressive. Okay, all right. Not that they're bad. I mean, it could be out of their awareness. It's just that this is somebody, Aries, that just feels like they're much more comfortable with somebody else, with things happening to them. With things happening to them so they can react rather than create. With someone telling them what to do so they can rebel or be passive aggressive about it if they don't want to do it. But if their life was their own, if they had to be in charge of it like this, that would be very hard for them, because all of a sudden the onus is on them. It's nobody else's fault if things don't work out but theirs, that type of thing. And that's I don't think they've gotten there yet. I don't know. I know before I was like, you know, this person feels kind of solid. No, I didn't say that. Maybe I was thinking it. I didn't say it out loud. Huh. Yeah, I don't feel like it's solid so much as if they see something they want, they go after it. But the pursuit is short-lived because it's not investing in their longevity or security. It's just day-to-day situational good time stuff. It's not anything that's stable. And although it looks right here like they desperately want to establish that, but they're waiting for something outside to give it to them. They're waiting for something to happen to make their life better instead of them making it better. Okay, all right. What else for Aries? What else for Aries? And that's hard because then that turns you as the partner, male or female, into a nag. That turns you into kind of a parent, you know? Right. Or a sibling. I mean, because then it's like, well, yeah, okay, go ahead, have fun. I'll just be down here holding the fort down and, yeah, okay. What else for Aries? This is Scythe and the Key. So that could be saying that any kind of arguments and kerfuffles and fights and whatnot that you have, kafefe, that it will work out. We got the Key. This is about resolution, successful resolution. Stop it, making me look bad here. Okay, there. I just don't want to cover anything up as much as I can handle it here. Anyway, so this is about arguments, working out, arguments leading to clarity, resolving things through clearing the air. If this is about verbal arguments, some of those could be abusive or painful, that cut to the quick, that sort of thing. This is also saying cut things off, end things swiftly for resolution. Easier said than done, I know. So, could be saying that there's been a breakup. Don't worry, things are going to work out. In which case, again, this is all about self-worth and the confidence to move forward boldly, which is what it's for you. So, either way, whatever this represents, whether it's the arguments, the breakup, or having, you know, that getting things out in the open and resolving it, either way, things are going to resolve for you. It might be with you single, it might be with this person. Honestly, it looks like you're going to be moving on. It doesn't look like this is working things out in victory with the person. It looks like you're going to be moving on. And they just don't have the type of drive or being solid that you do. I think this right here, this working hard and making that money, I think that's what they think they want to do. But I think it's going to be a lot of... It's just going to be an excuse to get exhausted and then go out and do this. To party because I'm tired. I work so hard and I just, you know what I mean? It's just, sorry. I don't mean to be down on your person, Aries. I just don't feel like they can keep up with you. All right. Okay. 2 more. What else for Aries? What else for Aries? Aries. Alright, so we got the Star, that could be Aquarius, and we've got the Fool reversed. So on its face, this is, and I want to make sure that Star is upright here. Let me just double check. I can't remember if the Star is supposed to be on the, I think it's supposed to be upright. I don't think it's supposed to be on the bottom. Oh, it is supposed to be on the bottom. So we got the Star reversed and the Fool reversed. Oh boy. Alright, so Star reversed. this could be feeling discouraged. This could be things not working out over the long term. This could be the need to recenter, the need to go within, to reestablish faith, to slow down, to take some rest, to restore your faith in yourself and in humanity, that sort of thing. And the Fool reversed is a risky new beginning that could very well be being foolish or taking unnecessary risks, being foolhardy, that sort of thing. This could be about not a new beginning. Both of these could be about, you know what, things aren't going to work out. Don't go for that new beginning. It would be too risky. It would be too, it's not good. It's not going to pan out. There's a leap of faith and then there's just a leap. And this is saying that this, it doesn't look good as far as restoring faith, restoring that connection. I think this is a time of separation for you and your person, if that's what that represents. And this is all about you moving forward and moving on and making your life happen the way you want it to, Aries. All right. I am signing off now. I think I have effectively nailed that shut. I hope this was helpful to you. And I hope you get the time you need to start making some of those changes you want in your life and move forward. And I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care.